Okie dokie everybody, welcome back to me versus Hogwarts. My name's Daniel. And yeah, I've done a bit this morning already. I've been up since 5, I've gone here at 6. And yeah, I've been doing a bit of exploring. So when I left you guys, what did we last do? We did the mission at Hogsmeade. There is a completed one, there is a complete one. Where were you? Yeah, so we did all of these basically last week. Which then basically gave us access to do everything on the map basically, so we can now go pretty much where we want. But it takes a long time because I've got to do it on foot. So I need to progress the story just a little bit more to make that a bit easier. But I've done a little bit out here. Got some of the fast travel points, there's some of the sort of local areas, if you like, that I need to go to. And there's this one mission down here that's outside the castle, which I think we're going to do next as we're here. Which is... wait. That one there. Recommended. Level 4. And, yeah, we're not level 4 anymore. So level 16, I've got some more gear, some bits and pieces to sell. This is all improved up in here. I did fill this out a little bit more. There's a few more potions we can craft now because we have the doodahs, although we can't actually craft them yet, which would be a nice place to get to today if I can. I did find one of these guys, although we can't actually get them yet. So let's fill that space in there. Apart from that, I think we are all good. So yeah, I need to speak to Natty, do her mission. I may do that little side quest over there with the goblin, but there's the other one I want to complete is involving that tent, which we'll see.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Very easy mission. I'll just stand there and listen.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefied!
Nobody will listen. One measly little... Stop that! Stop it, you... Fond of this business.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You there! Stop! Potato, we can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
Stupefied.
You're a big dodgy with your sponsor! Coward! Stupefied!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Bye.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
Okay, just so you know, just to make it more understood, the so around the map, it'll probably So there's these symbols, which will now appear because we've obviously done that mission. You'll need some mallow sweet in the centre of that swirl, and there'll be a very, very simple-ish puzzle to do. They vary, so you've got ones that need fire, like this one. There's some where you need to use Accio to move either some giant boulders around or some small little round balls on the floor. There's some where you've got to hit like targets almost within a certain time. They get a little bit more complicated as you find more, and as you unlock more spells, it becomes they also become a little bit more difficult as well. It's almost like you get more, but not really. The reason for doing that, again, if you don't know, what am I looking for? I'm looking for challenges. Each time you solve one of these, it gives you more inventory space. So you can obviously carry more items if you're going into the tombs and things like that. We want to go to herbology. Which conveniently are not the fast travel point from. Ah, it is a Shannon. I see a Shannon. How's Shannon? Oh, I'm not typing where I think I'm typing. Herbology.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrakes in the new pot and pack down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Why she didn't say about, picking it up and putting it in the new pot straight away so you don't have to have your ears burn out? No idea.
I wonder if
Really silly.
hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Anywho,
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
so going upstairs.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian.
Revelio.
He's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your feet. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
So I've been in here before. And it wouldn't let me...
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Yeah, so I've been in here before, and I wasn't able to pick anything up because I haven't done the mission, I suppose. So that's actually annoying and now convenient that I know that. So there's a chance that I'll be able to get some supplies from in here as well. Interesting.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Revelio.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
At some point there'll be a extra assignment for her as well. I'm not sure when exactly that will be, but
Revelio.
I've been down here.
Revelio.
Say I would have been down here. I don't remember anything down there. It's very helpful finding that as well. So, I can see. Oh, there's a book.
I wish I was an animagus that could fly. A raven like
Revelio.
Yeah, so I could now sit here for another 3 minutes and wait for another one of these, and it'll be a really, really boring stream. So, next mission is potion class. Which definitely sounds like something we need to go and do. So we can go and make potions behind the scenes. 'Cause, trying to buy potions at 100 galleons a piece. No, thank you. Not if I can make them for free.
I can't believe she's seen death.
Now,
Shouldn't there be
was it
auras
two
or
pinches of
someone from the ministry
Angelica
guarding the
Hogwarts?
school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Revelio.
I don't want to get in trouble. What's weird is that you can come in here before. Sorry. You can actually get into the office before the lesson starts, but you can't pick those ingredients up. So,
Remember, precision is key when proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
I didn't actually need to go and get the ingredients.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Gareth! Not again.
Oh, the smell!
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Yeah, there's bad luck on it.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth.
I wonder what the next mission is. I can't get to it
preparation
Come
for
on,
the
game,
rest
catch
of
up.
term.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't remember having to do that before.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Repairer has saved me more broken glasses with my care to count.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Olivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlry. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Definitely don't remember it this way around. I think they change ever so slightly per depending on what playthrough you're doing. Going up the hill.
Revelio. The statues Mr. Olivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? I recognize those handles. No statues here. Nothing.
Revelio.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jack... Oh, I'll take that, thank you.
Accio.
I'd best keep looking. Here's a welcome surprise.
Revelio.
Yep, I definitely don't remember doing this.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Accio.
No statues here. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. Oh, this will do nicely. No statues here.
Levioso.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Accio.
Nothing. Oh, I'll take that, thank you. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Here's a welcome surprise.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
We're opening all the doors up.
What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Olivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Olivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
forgot to change the battery this morning. I need to learn the disarming charm. I definitely don't remember. To do that the way that was. I remember being up here for the map, so...
Revelio.
Back up. You can't even go enough to get back up there again. Right. We're gonna do the herbology. So I had to speak to one of the students to unlock the quest. Basically wants to prove that he's big and bold and scary. Mission. Something else we actually do on top of that. Just a little bit. So anyway, I could do a bead. Find some small enemies I can go and fight.
Accio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Incendio!
Going in.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Lumos.
Just reading your message, Shannon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this must be a slight tweak for the Raven.
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Yeah, it's like tweak for the Ravenclaw storyline. The so was it the Gryffindor one? What did I do for Gryffindor? Oh, it was the we had to go and find. I had to go and find Jackdaw in a different way. They were playing like a pass the parcel with Jackdaw's head in the graveyard by Hogsmeade. And I've not played the other two storylines far enough through, so I'm guessing there's just a slight tweak. It might be that there's 3, and then for the Ravenclaw one it's different, I don't know. Just so you know, with the Devil's Snare, if you turn your light off next to it, it will attack you.
Incendio!
This isn't the only place that you'll encounter this as well.
Lumos.
Let's just turn that off again.
Incendio!
Lumos. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Incendio!
Lumos.
Incendio!
Lumos.
Incendio!
Revelio. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Incendio!
Lumos.
Incendio!
Lumos.
So there's going to be a little bit more aggressive things in there.
Revelio.
And now we can harvest these guys. which is, or was behind that locked door.
Revelio.
Which is on that side. We need to go and find some bad guys to go and attack. I can turn in that little mission in a minute. What was I looking for? Do you give me a... You don't. So... Let's go for a wander down to do that. Maybe do a couple of those and see if we can find some bad guys in between here and there. Come on. How much am I going to hurt myself falling off this waterfall? Not. Can I get up there? Probably not as well as I'd like. Okay, it looks like we're falling off this cliff then.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Apparently we can go down there.
Revelio.
go down in there. That's fun and dangerous.
I should investigate.
Or at least I was expected to do. Really? Really? Fine. Does that mean the door's open now?
Protego!
I don't think I can do this one because I can't do Pulso. So I need to go and sell some stuff, which is
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
don't need you. Don't need you. Bye. You're better, you're better, and you're better.
I hope to see you again sometime.
As we're here.
I never thought...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
Protego, stupefy.
Defeat an enemy with it. Don't just use it on it.
Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
That helps. She's standing on me. So, maybe follow me. Just so you know, if you hold it when you cast Accio, you can pull them.
Revelio. Accio. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio.
Little spiders.
Stupefy! 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 Revelio.
Manners are important, though. Now, where did I set my traps? Was it Lower Hogsfield or Upper Hogsfield?
Yeah. I have bad memories of that place.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Protego! Stupefy! An encampment. This must be it.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Onward, joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Killed that traitor when we took his car.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
I only died a couple of times doing this the first time. On easy.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Revelio.
Over here! If only Ranrock were here to see us!
Potato! Lucky, that's all! Oh! Stop it! Why can't I hit you?
I shall avenge your death.
How many of you are there?
Potato! How nice of you to stop by. I'll get you. Don't get accustomed to that. Easily diverted. Potato! Someone's been taken out! Was that your best? Why? Grab this out!
You won't get away.
Oh.
I've been fighting since before you were born. You explain the stench.
What do you...
Ranrock will unite us! Who's that?
Well played.
I shall have... You left me no choice.
Like I said, I only died a couple of times. Please tell me, please tell me that counted some of those roly-polies.
Looks as if there's more than one way to win.
That's really helpful.
How many of you are there?
One less human to...
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Who's that?
Levioso. Could it...
You won't stop me.
Oops.
You don't need you.
One less Hogwarts student.
I'm gonna get this done here, because I don't want to drag it out any longer than I have
There's more
to.
than one way to enter.
Oh, just...
How many of you are there?
You will regret coming here. Hello?
out there. Oh, little moon calf. Far from home, eh? Taste goblin silver.
Oops.
Oh, here's a pleasant yes.
Roadrunner won't be stopped.
Huh? I won't rest. Hurt me!
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that. An intruder!
Protego! Leviosa! Accio!
Your spells glanced off of me. Pity. Not quite.
Leviosa!
Much easily diverted. You can't stop us. Not quite.
Leviosa!
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? You won't just... You're so very weak. I feel as though you're not even trying.
Incendio!
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Accio! That was quite something. Revelli. Now, to Freon's carts. Leviosa! Accio! Revelio.
So many things going on at once, just in this one location.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Accio! Revelio. Accio! Revelio.
understand how he gets the mushrooms in there.
Incendio! Accio! That's that.
Another Merlin trial complete. It's only about 50. Just making sure it is on that one rather than back at home. Back at the castle.
Revelio.
Fair enough. So we can make this mission never done it.
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Hogwarts map. We're looking for that fast travel too. That is so far away that definitely do not want to be walking that far.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Honest? No, I don't want to practice. I can practice anytime. That's where I'm gonna go. Why am I so stupid sometimes? Of this, because I clicked on the fast travel point to here but didn't actually fast travel to there.
Revelio. Revelio.
Why would a ghost want to come out during the
Here
day?
I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Only a Ravenclaw would travel this far in pursuit of knowledge.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
least this time around I came the right way. I turned off to the spiders there. I was near to it the first time around.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Revelio.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
I believe that's a reference to the movie.
There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. Attack!
No!
I shall avenge your death.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Incendio.
Stupid twigs.
Revelio.
Fingers crossed. And any other parts of your body you can cross.
I wonder how big this place is.
Revelio.
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long.
Incendio.
I need to light all three before they time out on me. I think I see. I'll need to cast more quickly. Impressive. That must be where this all leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Incendio. Protego.
lot of trouble.
I'm not going to touch those. Ugh.
Potato! Stupefy! 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 Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Stupefy! Lumo! Stupefy! Accio!
Wasn't too bad. Definitely gonna need to may have held on to a few more of my healing potions.
Revelio.
That platform ought to be able to float straight to me.
Revelio.
Come on, little spiders.
Incendio. Protego.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Accio. Ha. Revelio.
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
Expelliarmus!
Remarkable.
Revelio.
Accio.
Of course, you're going to attack me in a minute when I can't see you.
Revelio. Accio.
Just sit there. Creep me out.
Revelio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Revelio.
Whew, it's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Guess towards the spiders.
Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Protego. Stupefy. Revelio. Revelio. Protego. Stupefy. Revelio.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
Incendio.
So many little nooks and crannies to try and find stuff.
Accio!
Potato! Stupefy! Stupid! Accio! Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Levioso! Revelio!
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
Nothing else. Yeah, we're at 20. The gear bit here. Might need to break some more stuff in a minute. I'd rather not do, but...
Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio!
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
2 pieces. Goodbye.
Revelio! Accio!
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
So we come down from there, went down there, turn around and come up here.
There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy!
Ah. That's a spider. What's that?
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
I held off the big attack
Revelio.
the whole way through, knowing that I was going to need it. Makes that very, very, very easy. Don't know why the first ones need fire.
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
Revelio. Revelio.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages.
Revelio.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Shame. Those splinters must be what's left of Olivander's wand. At least I can take the pages.
Did I get any more armor pieces that I can use?
Revelio.
Hi guys.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
These guys, of course, fight these guys.
Stupefy. Potato.
I'm now dead again. Why did I decide I was going to do this on crazy hard again? No idea. Let's try that again and make it look like I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing.
Potato. Stupefy.
Expelliarmus ought to disarm you brutes.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Accio. Levioso. Levioso. That's unnerving. What's happening? Revelio.
What's missing?
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Heh. Welcome to the map room.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Now that makes perfect sense. So, that's just popped an achievement. I assume you guys saw it, but you might not have done. To get here as a Ravenclaw. So basically, I now need to go back and do the other two behind the scenes, get those achievements as well. So there's obviously, yeah, what me and Shannon were talking about in chat was saying that there's got to be a slight twist with each of the houses. So that just finalises that for me. So, talents. Great fun these are. You get to improve your skills accordingly. But before you do anything with your talents, you can't get enough points, talent points, to actually master all the skills, all the spells. We're not here yet. This is coming. This is what I was hoping to get to today, but we are technically over my little time slot, and I need to go and get some breakfast. And obviously this will be a very, very, very long video when I eventually post this, so I shall be ending the stream very shortly. But yeah, so there's not enough points to get everybody. I think what I will probably do, I will definitely master stealth. I might not do all of these. But there's a load in core that I definitely need to do. And the first one I really want to do is that. I'm not sure whether I'm going to need 3 lots, but definitely I will need that. Yeah. I'll do the rest off camera. So just doing that one little thing has now brought up a little diagram here. If I push this, we can now go to a different page. We can equip some new spells into our spell slots. So then I can go to there and have just those set. Obviously, as you unlock the rest of these spells, you can slot them in accordingly. So you can have a maximum of 4 sets of 4 equipped at any one time. What that means I can do now is I can go from generally walking around to we're in combat. So I can just not have to worry about changing the spells as I go. But I think that is where I'm going to end it. I'll go and do the behind the scenes stuff I need to do. Obviously need to go and sell some gear. I will equip the rest of those talent points. And what was our previous quest? When we come back after completing this, actually let's just go outside quickly. Because it says exit the chamber, and as soon as I exit the chamber it's going to finish the mission off.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Revelio.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
You're done? You're not going to throw 100 messages at me and saying, come here, do that, do this? Why would you come up now? Why would you come up now? Flying lessons, next session. Which I'm really going to hate doing that behind the scenes stuff still on the floor, but that is next lesson. Next episode.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
At least give me something to do behind the scenes. I can basically just go and buy those. Okay, I think we're done. I think there's nothing else coming through. So yeah, I'll say what I'll do next time is we'll go and do the flying class, and hopefully at that point we'll get access to the next part of the story, so on and so forth. I say I will see you next time. There's a chance that as I'm off on holiday this week that there may be some extra streaming done. I'm not sure whether it's going to be this or something else, but definitely next Saturday I should be back on regardless. But we'll see what I'm going to do over the course of the week. My other half's off as well, so we're going to spend some time doing some tidying up and things like that around the house and see what else we can do. So yes, I shall see what happens, but I will see you all guys next time. Take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoy your weekends, and I shall see you later.